Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John, and Bob is one of my best friends. I want to start off by talking about the love of Bob's life. Hockey. Yes, that's a sport where white guys with no teeth skate around an ice rink with hockey sticks. Now, I know what some of you guys are thinking. Hockey? That's a white man's sport. Yes, it is. And now you're thinking, Bob's a Twinkie, or Bob's a banana. And, yeah, maybe he is. And for the people who don't know what a Twinkie is, it's a derogatory term used to describe an Asian guy who acts like a white guy. Somebody who is yellow on the outside and white on the inside. A Twinkie. So here's some facts to determine if Bob is a Twinkie. Number one, he doesn't speak Korean. Number two, he has no Asian friends.
Besides you.
I mean, before he met Sarah, I had never seen him within 200 feet of another Korean. Number three, unlike most Asians, he's not good in school. It took him 8 years to graduate student. That's a 4-year college. 5 years, I'm sorry. I'm sure it's 6. Number 4, he says his R's and L's properly. And number 5, he loves hockey. So yes, Bob's a Twinkie. Bob's love for hockey started when we were really young. We would play street hockey in grammar school. Bob would play, Frank would be in goal, Sean would play, and a lot of other people would play too, like Ray, Brandon, Rob Morga, but they couldn't be here today. Well, they might have been able to make it if Bob didn't invite them. So. And as some of us moved on to more manly sports, like football and baseball, Bob stuck with hockey. And that's good, because have you ever seen Bob throw a ball? It's not pretty. He throws like he's a cross between half a gay guy and half a chick. That was a joke no one wanted me to say. I said it. And after all these years, Bob still plays in hockey leagues. He plays ice hockey. He plays roller hockey. Until he met Sarah, he played a whole lot of pocket hockey.
It's all right, Robbie. It's all right.
And one of the happiest days of Bob's life was when his favorite team, the New York Islanders, got their first Korean player, Richard Park.
Go Park!
Richard Park. Bob had so much Korean pride that he ripped down all his NSYNC posters and replaced them with Richard Park posters. One day I was over at his apartment and I noticed that all the posters of Richard were with his shirt off or in his underwear. So I thought to myself, that's weird. But the really strange part was that they weren't really posters at all, but they were photos taken with a telescopic lens from Bob's camera. I messed up. They all can't go. So Bob, your friends are really glad when Sarah came into your life, because there started to be some questions. How come Bob doesn't have a girlfriend? Does he even like girls?
No.
See, whenever we had a guys' night out, and the conversation turned to women, everyone would talk about girls they were dating at the time. But when it came time for Bob to talk, he talked about all the girls he dated in the Niagara Falls area, and all the girls met at the bar after we all left. But most of us thought that Bob was probably stretching the truth, and that he was just saying those things to fit in. But I knew the truth. So me and Bob went to grammar school together. We were in the same 4th grade class together, Ms. Egeloff. And then we went to junior high together. But when it came time for high school, I went to Massapequa High School, and Bob went to Catholic School, Holy Trinity. So what I'm trying to say is Bob is very religious. I'm appalled that words like female repellent were used to describe me. And it's an outrage that some of your so-called friends thought you were very, very unsuccessful girls.
No reaction. Keep going.
That joke didn't go? But Bob, I knew the truth. I knew you were being true to your beliefs of celibacy and chastity. And I knew that you were determined to stay a virgin until you were married. And Bob, I think you succeeded. So let's give Bob a big hand right now. Much respect. Tonight, after 38 years, you become a man. Mazel tov. Now I was planning on talking about the vacation some of the guys and Bob have taken over the years. But now that I look at the crowd, I don't think it's such a good idea. If I talk about the Daytona spring break trip, or Las Vegas trip, some of the women might be offended. And if I talk about the trip to Coachella in California, or the trip to London, it might offend some of the older people. And if I talk about the Amsterdam trip, you'll all be accessories after the fact, and we'll all be arrested. So I'm going to talk about a co-ed trip that me, Bob, Sarah, and Joanna took to Aruba. We had a great time eating, laughing, drinking, sightseeing, sunning, playing Pictionary, scuba diving. Everything we did, we had fun. That trip was the first chance I got to spend a lot of time with Sarah. And it showed me what a caring person she is. She organized the whole trip. She cooked for us without even asking. And basically, she put up with all our nonsense for the whole week. And I know that Sarah will always be watching over Bob. And that's good, because Bob needs plenty watching over. When it was time to leave Aruba, nobody wanted to leave. And we all agreed that the only thing that could have made the trip better was if Bob stayed in New York and didn't come. So Bob's always had a lot of friends. He has his Massapequa friends. He has his college friends from Stony Brook. He has his hockey friends. And of course, Bob has a lot of friends. He's kind-hearted, generous, and unselfish. So I want to invite everyone to raise their glass and a toast. To Sarah and Bob, happiness and health for years to come. Cheers.